Today I'm going to talk about books that spoke to my illness. Now, in case you're wondering what exactly does that mean, then let me tell you guys that whenever I am sick or I feel tired or I am not like in a mood to do anything, or I feel that there is some negative energy around me, then these are the 4 books which I go for. Well, these books really help me to go through that time or that phase in my life easily. In case you're new to my channel, then let me tell you that I am Siddharth and I make book related videos on this channel. So if you love books, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Without wasting any second, let's get into the video and talk about these books. So the first book is The Secret. Now I'm sure you guys must have heard the name of this book. It's a very famous book. There is also a documentary that is made on this book, which is there on YouTube, and it is available in Hindi as well as in English. So you guys can even watch the documentary because it is as useful and as powerful as this book is. The book basically talks about the law of attraction and how powerful it is and how we can use it in a day-to-day life. In the book there are different people telling about their life stories, that how they come to know about this law of attraction and how they use it. The basic thing is that there can be like number of ways, number of techniques. You can create your own ways, own techniques to use this law of attraction, but the main thing is believing. You have to believe in it. And whenever I read this book, I always get this positive feeling of hope and feeling of energetic. So I always go for this book whenever I have like negative energy around me, or whenever I feel like hopelessness or like I am good for nothing. I go for this book. Another book that I go for when I feel that I am good for nothing or I am facing lots of failure in my life is Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. Now this is a self-help book and it's amazing. Like I said, it's a non-fiction self-help book and it's small in size, as you guys can see. Font is big. There are 100 chapters in this book, and like at the most 1 or 2 pages are devoted to each and every chapter. So if you guys are looking forward to start reading non-fiction self-help books, then you guys can go for this one. Just want to tell you guys that this is the second ever book that I read ever in my life. Wait, that's a sense. Second book that I ever read in my life, and I think that makes sense. Okay, second book that I ever read in my life, and The Secret is the first book that I ever read in my life apart from the course books. I really like some of the chapters in this book. Oh, see, you guys, this is a bookmark. I still have put a bookmark in this book, and the chapter on which it is put is don't pick up the phone every time it rings. That's interesting. Okay, so I like some of like the best chapters that I really found in this book are increase your value and use your commute time, build a library of heroic books. That's very interesting for a reader. And list your problems, get behind people's eyeball, which I really like. Focus on the worthy, live a life, and things like that. And it's time to jump to the third book, which is Adultery by Paulo Coelho. Now let me tell you guys that if you guys are watch my book tag videos, then you would know that this is the cheapest book that I ever bought. Well, there's a story behind this book. Let me tell you guys that first. Well, my friend once told me that sometimes we choose which books we want to read, but sometimes book chooses us. You know, whenever you go to some library or some book shopping, then there are some books which really interest you, and you haven't heard their name, like they are not the known books, but you just felt like you have to buy that book. Maybe just looking at the cover of that book or reading its blurb, you feel kind of connection to that book and you buy that book. So this is like that kind of book to me. Book Linda is actually very much bored, like super bored because of her day-to-day monotonous life, and although she has all the luxury that is possible in this world, but still she is bored. And then she thinks of getting into adultery, but her husband guessed something is wrong with her. So they went on a trip and then they returned with this full zeal and enthusiasm in them. So, and I kind of relate to Linda because the last 3 years of my life are very monotonous. I have this scheduled life I have to follow each and every day, and I followed it for 3 years, but now I'm breaking it. So I'm a bit scared because of that, but let's see what happens. So yeah, so this book is very much relatable to me, and I read this book every now and then. And although this is a fiction book and there's a story in it, but I just randomly open any page and read it because I know the whole story. So I kind of relate to it, and the reason why I like do this, like open any random page and read it, because there are so many beautiful lines in this book on like every 2-3 pages, so you just want to read those lines which like make you feel better. Let me tell you guys one of the lines that I love in this book, and then we'll go on to the next book. Okay, the line is, wisdom and experience don't change the man, time doesn't change the man, the only thing that changes us is love. While I was in the air, I understood that my love for life, for the universe, was more powerful than anything. Next book is My Blind Father by Anuj. So the book actually talks about Indian parents, child psychology, parents psychology. So the book actually talks about like the old traditional thinking that most of the parents have. Now in this book, the blind father actually ditches all those old outdated like theories and let his son, who is free to decide whatever he wants to do in his life. Whatever he wants to learn, he can do that. And I did a detailed book review of this book, so you guys can simply click the link that will appear on the top of my screen and watch it. So these are the books that spoke to my physical as well as my mental illness. Do let me know which books you guys read when you guys feel sick. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys like it, and in case you do, then do let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit thumbs up on my channel. You guys are not hitting thumbs up lately on my channel, so please hit thumbs up on my videos, and do let me know which books you guys love to read when you guys are sick. And in case you guys wish to connect with me on my social media, then the links are down below in the description box, so you guys can have a look.